What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 1 of 2 that we have this week. If you're on the app, thank you so much for downloading the Everything Massive app. If you're not and you found us through YouTube or suggested videos, go down to the description below and we will put a link to download our app. We're available in 27 languages on Apple, on Android devices, and any other device that there is out there. Today's video is going to be about overtraining, rest days, and how to prevent it. And the reason we're talking about that today is because that's something that I have personally experienced lately. It's been a long time since I've had a rest day. I know with all my customers, I advocate a rest day every single week, at least one day, depending on your style of training, possibly two. But for me, I just thoroughly enjoy training, so I go to the gym every single day, even on Sundays, and at the very least, I might just do some cardio. But over the last few days, I have definitely experienced that overtraining feel. Now, I used to think a few years ago, under a completely different mindset, that there was no such thing as overtraining, that you could only undereat and you could undersleep and rest and recover. And if you're not resting and recovering properly, then it's impossible to overtrain. Well, guys, that's definitely not the case. And over the last few days, I have experienced severe DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness. And I have experienced just crazy cramps and weird muscles being sore. For example, I trained chest over a week ago. And 2 days ago on Sunday, my chest was very, very sore. It wasn't sore all last week, but it just became sore randomly later on in the week. My legs, I trained them last Thursday. They were not sore Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, but they were very, very sore on Sunday and on Monday. And of course, today's Tuesday if you're watching this in real time. My forearms were sore. My brachialis was very, very sore. I never trained that muscle. I didn't even do forearms. It was randomly sore. It was twitching and it was cramping up. My calves were sore. My feet were sore. My neck, my head was hurting. Everything just felt very, very, very off. And all I wanted to do was sleep. I felt weak. All I wanted to do was sleep. So I actually took off last Friday, and then I worked out Saturday and Sunday. I felt okay, and then it hit me really, really hard Sunday. And then I ended up taking off Monday, yesterday. And all I did was drink Pedialyte, Gatorade, and I had a lot of carbs, and I slept a ton last night. So today I woke up, I felt like myself again. I felt normal. I could think clearly. My appetite was back up. I felt rested. I felt very, very good. I was so ready to work out. I was so motivated to go to the gym tonight. I just felt very refreshed. And that was a sign, I guess, if I would have kept pushing down the path that I was going and never given myself a break, I probably would have developed rhabdomyolysis. Now, rhabdomyolysis, for lack of a better term, is basically overtraining. And what that means is that you're breaking down your muscles to the point where you cannot rebuild those muscles fast enough. And your body is basically deteriorating muscle tissue, which is causing higher creatine kinase and creatinine, which is the waste products from muscle in the blood. It's causing toxins to build up in your blood. Your kidneys cannot filter that fast enough because you keep breaking more down. And then if you keep going down that path, eventually you're diagnosed with rhabdomyolysis. You can basically experience kidney malfunction, kidney failure, even in very severe cases. You can even die if you're pushing it that far. Now, typically, that's very rare for somebody who's actually training and they're eating properly. They're probably not going to die, or they're probably not going to have kidney failure. But if you continue to go down that path, or you're not eating adequately and resting, you can have some kidney damage, and you will end up in the hospital if you keep going. So the most important takeaway from today's short video is to make sure that you take rest days. Make sure that you're staying hydrated. Guys, I drink 2 of these a day at least. This is a half a gallon. I drink one. I usually have this completely gone by 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I fill it back up, and I drink at least, I just got done working out, so I have over half of this gone. I'll easily drink this with my dinner, and I'll probably refill it before bed, at least halfway, just to sip on throughout the night when I get thirsty if I wake up. So make sure you're staying hydrated, number one. Make sure, number two, that you are taking in electrolytes, magnesium, zinc, potassium, sodium. Guys, salt your food. I cannot tell you enough. Stop listening to the doctors that tell you sodium is bad for you. Sodium is an essential, let me say that again. It's an essential electrolyte. If you take sodium out of your diet, what's going to happen is your body is going to start, all the water you're drinking, your body is going to start flushing out sodium to the point where you're sodium deficient. At that point, your body will release a hormone called aldosterone. Aldosterone is a water retention hormone. It causes water to be retained underneath the skin, so you get this puffy, gross look. Then typically what doctors do is they tell you to cut sodium out and they prescribe diuretics. So then what happens is you start taking drugs to excrete more fluid and more sodium, and you become more sodium deficient. You have muscle cramps, muscle knots, you are exhausted, you feel off, your water sodium balance, your electrolytes are completely off. So salt your food, guys. Use sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Don't use the table salt. Generic table salt really has no nutrient benefits to it. It's just a flavoring. It's not actually got an adequate amount of sodium like pink Himalayan salt or regular sea salt does, and those really good minerals that are in that from the natural sources of sodium. Also, magnesium, potassium, zinc, all of those things, you can get those in fruits and vegetables. Potassium is found in bananas, but be careful, bananas have a lot of carbs. Also, you can find a lot of that in pineapples and strawberries and blueberries and things like that, but just be careful because fruits have a lot of carbs, and especially bananas do, and pineapples do as well. But if you add in a little bit of that and fit that into your macros each day, especially around your workout time, you can replenish water, sodium, and electrolytes, and you're going to feel much better during the day, and it's going to help you recover very quickly. Obviously, taking something like creatine and protein around your workout time, obviously like a fast digesting protein shake like from First Form, we recommend the Formula One blend, which is a hydrolyzed isolated protein. It's basically been pre-digested. When you drink it, it instantly hits the bloodstream and allows you to recover instantly. I mean, maybe not instantly, but very, very quickly. It doesn't even hardly digest. It's digesting within just a few seconds to minutes. It's getting into your bloodstream. It's getting right into the muscles. It's allowing your body to recover. And you have a shake like that with some fruit, you're talking maximum recovery. And the chances of overtraining are going to dramatically drop. Now, obviously, sleep plays a huge factor into that. You need to sleep, guys. If you're training hard and you're not sleeping, you're not going to see results. You're not going to lose weight. You're not going to gain muscle. You're not going to experience the physical changes in the mirror that you want to see. So think about that, guys. Take a day off or 2 days off every week. Make sure you're training hard enough to deserve that day off. If you're going to the gym and you're just lollygagging around, you're not really putting forth effort, you're not really breaking a sweat, you're just not really sore, and you're taking 2 or 3 days off a week, guys, that doesn't make any sense. Put the effort in. Earn those 1 to 2 days off. Drink plenty of water, salt your food, pay attention to the fruits and vegetables that you're eating. And if you feel like you're experiencing delayed onset muscle soreness, so like if I train today was shoulders for me, if my shoulders are sore on a Friday, which is in 3 full days later, probably need to take a day off because that means my body's not recovering. I need to take a day off, I need to eat adequate amount of calories, I need to rest. So just monitor your body. Overtraining is definitely not fun. It feels like you have the flu, but you're not actually sick. You don't have a temperature. You just feel sick. You're just not really sick. So think about that, guys. Take a day off. Also, big news coming up with the app. We actually are republishing right now. We had to work around some things with Apple and Google, some of their terms and conditions and agreements that they're releasing this next year. So we had to republish, and that's all going to be finalized in the next 2 weeks, hopefully before July 4th. And once that is in July, everybody's apps are going to update. Everybody's apps are going to look completely different on your phone. It's going to have this whole new refreshed look. It's going to look absolutely amazing. And then after we do a small beta test with a certain group of people, just determining what functions that we want this app to have, At that point, we're going to release it to everybody. And we've decided that with these changes, what's going to happen is most likely, now I'm speaking in terms of what I'm believing the future is going to hold, but most likely July will be a free month for everybody on the app to give everybody an idea of what it's going to be. Obviously, that's going to include my customers I work with individually, and that's going to include all of you guys who also have the app right now that's currently free, the free version of the app. But everybody's going to have the app for free in July, and then going into August, what we're going to do is we're going to have everybody, including my current customers that are paying for my personalized attention, everybody to have the app, you're going to have to pay $11.99 a month, and that's because the new features that we're rolling out do cost more manpower, more work, more hours to control, such as a social media platform for Everything Massive, our very own private social media platform, a chat platform, a calendar platform, these videos, more workouts, more videos, more nutrition plans sent out to everybody. All of this with the weight tracker, the food tracker, the hydration tracker, all of this in the app cost us time with development and software improvements, and obviously time for people to build this for us. So we are going to be charging $11.99 a month sometime between end of July to early August. That is for everybody across the board. If you're one of my customers, you're going to have that plus the fee for working with me directly. If you are not one of my personalized members and customers on the app and you want to have access to all of the great things that we're releasing, it's only going to cost you $11.99 a month through Apple or Google, whichever platform that you use. But guys, let me tell you, you are not going to get nutrition, training, and supplementation help and videos like this that are going to give you just the deep scientific facts and the raw material that's going to help you see results. You're not going to get this for that cheap anywhere else. There's another app out there that gives out, I would say, the same level of information that we do, but they charge $40 a month. There's another app that gives a lot less than we do, like basic information, like stuff that a 16-year-old kid in high school would know from his basic nutrition class in PE. They charge $20 a month. I'm giving out what essentially is 11 years, which is a PhD. If I was to turn this into time in college, this is basically information that even doctors don't even learn in school, and I'm giving it to you for $11.99 a month. And I truly believe that we are the best nutrition and fitness guidance company in the entire world. This app is launching us even higher than that. So guys, this app is going to completely explode and just revolutionize the way people are getting their help with their nutrition and training. So I'm very excited for what we have to roll out in the next few weeks and the next couple of months. So thank you guys for all the support. Hope you enjoyed the video. Share with a friend as always, and we will see you in a few days for round number 2.